Long live the Empire.
Hello there, fellow collectors. Welcome into the stream. Welcome into the show. Welcome to episode number 78 of Sunday Showcase. I am your host, Steve. This is where I review all of this week's 1/6 scale news. I hope this helps you get rid of your Sunday scaries, and I hope you all enjoy your stay. Thank you all for being here early for the show. We got 19 people in the chat. appreciate you guys all being here, jumping in early, dropping them comments, which I will get to in a minute here. But we got some figures to talk about. Nothing too crazy, but it's always fun to talk about some stuff. And it's crazy. We are in the middle of November at this point. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it, man. We are halfway through November plus some. And yeah, getting close to the end of the year, which means we're going to have to rank these figures for figure of the year at some point, end of the year. But yeah, I'm excited to talk about some stuff tonight. If you guys would please hit that like button while you're waiting on the housekeeping. And if you like what I do, please consider supporting the channel by becoming a member and joining the fandom, where you get access to a bunch of cool perks, custom emojis, members only shout outs, early access to stuff, and of course, you guys know I love doing the giveaways. And don't forget, superfans, fanatics, diehard channel tier members get free quarterly store credit to Underground figures just for being members. Huge shout out to all 52 members. Let's go. I appreciate each and every one of you guys, and I am grateful that you're all channel members. Thank you so much. And speaking of Underground figures, make sure you guys go check them out at undergroundfigures.net. Make an account on their website. Get those pre-orders with no NRD, which I absolutely love. You get double box shipping free of charge. Customer service is the best that you're going to get anywhere. And yeah, my go-to. So go check them out. And then go check out MODUSPACE if you like the cases behind me. And don't forget, this is the best time to buy cases. If you're looking to get a full set of cases, this is the best time. You can get up to 15% off if you buy like a pretty decent sized setup. So definitely consider doing that in the month of November. Like I said, it's one of the best times outside of the flash sales that they do, like from last month. And the discount applies automatically at checkout, and it still stacks with my code, which is Fandom in all caps. So definitely use my code if you still buy anything in the month of November. And yeah. And then one other thing, FULCRUM Customs on eBay, his store is open, but he doesn't return until Monday, November 24th. But the store is open if you want to buy any Sabers. And I think I talked about this last time, but the Saber prices have been updated. So the 4-pack, you can see basically $275. Single blades are now $85, and then the doubles are $155. So the more you buy, the more money you save. And also my code still works. Code Fandom10 at checkout will get you 10% off. And then if you are a top tier channel member, you get a 15% off code, which I will send to you privately if you are at the diehard tier. But just know you can order these if you want him to start working on it right when he gets back from vacation. And there's new prices, and you're saving a pretty decent amount with that, with the 10% off code on top of these. So he changed up the prices for the holidays, and I know a bunch of people have already been buying them. Also, I got my Grievous, and if you're in the group chat on my Facebook group or within Facebook, then you know that these look absolutely insane on General Grievous. So awesome. So I'm going to be working on an updated review for these. Basically everything I talked about in the first review that I did for these Sabers, everything was fixed. So they're just an awesome product, and I highly recommend them. I'm going to get a bunch more of them. So make sure you go check them out. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Let me just switch something over here, and let me get to the comments. We got one of the goats in the community, Valkyrie Magnus, diehard channel member. What's up, Valkyrie? Good afternoon, Steve and friends. Let's have a great live stream tonight. I agree. I hope it's a great live stream. Thank you so much for being here, man. We got my guy Fig Poser. What up, though? What's up, dude? Appreciate you tuning into the show. We got Curtis Booth. What's up, Curtis? Woohoo! Let's go. Good evening, Steve and friends. Hope, as always, you had a great week. You as well, man. Hope you had a nice weekend. We got my guy Universal Key, super fan, with the GOAT Cap Shield. Evening, everyone. As always, evening to you, bro. Thank you so much for tuning into the show week in and week out. Really appreciate it. We got my guy Cage, fanatic and longtime moderator. What's up, Cage? And first ever channel member when it was the Evil Empire and now the Fandom. But what's good, everyone? With the GOAT strength emoji. Hope you all are doing well. You too, man. Thank you so much for being here. Keep those people online in the chat. Who else we got in here? Longtime fan of the channel, Collection Obsession channel member. Hello there. Hello, collectors. What's up, man? Thanks so much for tuning into the show. We got my guy Tighter FL, also a fan of the channel. What's up, everyone? What's up, dude? Hope everything is going well where you're at, and I hope you had a nice weekend. We got Chris Santos. What's up, Chris? What's up, Steve? Hope you had a great weekend. You too, bro. How's everyone doing today? Dude, I'm doing great, man. Doing great. It's an exciting time of the year. Get some a little bit of time off around the holidays. Yeah, had a great weekend. Hope you did too. We got Myron's 1-6 collection. What's up, Myron? Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening to you. We got my guy, Ryan Stadler, super fan of the channel. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Ryan. Always like what this guy has to say in the comments each week. So appreciate you being here, dude. We got my guy, Neilerific, a diehard channel member. Good evening, Steve, and all you wonderful collectors. Finally got Sidious in hand and displayed. That is until the new and improved arrives. And Gregor, Artisan Black Widow inbound 2. You get anything in? Yes. I got, like I just mentioned, I got General Grievous. General Grievous could very well potentially be figure of the year. There he is right there. You can't really see him too well. He's right here. He is that figure exceeded my expectations, to be honest. Grievous is an amazing figure. I'm so glad they made it. But got Grievous in. There's a couple things that I had on payment plans for a while. Gregor also came in. Also, Sidious is about to come in, which I almost canceled that one in favor of the new one. But also, like, I just really like that version of Sidious too in that outfit. So in the photos that I've seen of him, like the other people have posted, I've actually been pretty happy with it. So I kept that Sidious. So should be inbound. Artisan Black Widow, I canceled. Actually canceled that figure. Yeah, some good times. We got my guy Renz, fan of the channel. What's up, dude? That's fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi. Hello there. Oh, thanks for being here, Renz. We got longtime fan Christian Crosshair Cooper. What's up, bro? AKA the Grail Hunter. What's up, Mr. Steven? Everyone in chat. What's up, Mr. Christian? We got my guy Big Dog Pound 1, fan of the channel. Woo! Let's go. Thanks so much for being here, bro. We got Sir Alex Z, another super fan of the channel. Good evening, fellow collectors. Good evening to you, fellow collector. Appreciate you tuning into the show. We got my guy Doc Bat. What's up, bro? Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening to you. We got fan of the channel Brandon Mosley in the house. B Mosley, and here we go. Yes, here we go. Big Dog Pound started Trayvon Henderson in fantasy football. Yeah, dude, he went off. He went off. Very, very cool. And congratulations. We got 12-inch Moose Stream, diehard channel member. Hello, community of collectors. Samurai Predator has arrived, dude. Yeah, I didn't order that figure. I missed it before it went waitlisted, but I may pick it up down the road at some point. That figure is crazy. It looks amazing, but I'm trying not to go down the Predator rabbit hole. We'll see, though. We got Christopher Lee in the house. What's up, Christopher Lee? Hey, Steve, it's a good Sunday. Bears and Packers won. Ooh, Bears. Hey, man. Some good games. There were some good afternoon games today too. What's up, Emmy Dyson, fan of the channel? Happy Sunday, Steven Chat. Happy Sunday to you, man. Thanks so much for tuning into the show. What's up, 1-6 Star Wars Pimpzoid? Appreciate you tuning in as always. What's up? Odd question. How tall are your ceilings in your basement? Oh, that's a good question. My ceilings are low, dude. I think they are like 7.5 feet. Like they are like, I can reach up and push, like I'm 6 feet tall and I can take my hand and I can push up the drop ceiling tile by just standing there. I can push it up. It might be a little over 7.5 feet. I could measure it. I'm not exactly sure. But then again, if you look at my cases right here, these cases, I guess they're like a little over 2 feet tall each, and you can see how much of a gap I have from my ceiling. So yeah, it's about like 7. I could tell you exactly if you really want to know. I could measure it at some point, but they're low. And that's one of the, like, I love having a basement, but that's part of my problem is like, I don't really have a lot of room to rise up my cases on risers. And if you look right above me right here, this, like, there's the white drop ceiling, but then you see like this black line. This is the HVAC right here running along. And that case right here is actually underneath this HVAC. And if I go up on risers on all of these, I wouldn't be able to go past this little HVAC thing. So I wouldn't have been able to get like my corner units if I went up, if I had risers on my figure. So in order to get these corners right here, I had to get rid of my risers to make it so that these cases right here fit around this corner. So that was a long tangent. And, but yeah, my ceilings are not huge. And like, if you look at this Home Depot Stormtrooper, I forget how tall this is. Boop. Yeah, it's, that's, I wish my basement ceilings were taller, but I can't really complain because my basement's awesome. Tighter says, do you have your Home Depot R2 out of the box? I do not yet. I need to just get around to opening that, but also I think I might put it out by like the Christmas tree at Christmas for my kids to see and stuff too. So we'll see. I got to do that at some point before it gets too late to return it in case it's got a problem, because the box was kind of beat up. So I'm hoping it's not broke. What's up, Collector? What's up, guys? Thank you so much for being here. Myron says Steve might regret canceling Argus and Black Widow. No, I'm good, dude. I am good. Marvel is, I just don't think that figure is going to be very hard to get down the line. Like, they made 6,000 of them. So I just think I don't really, it was one bad timing, but also I don't know if I really necessarily need that character in that, like in that outfit. I would potentially rather have one in a different one. And I bet they're going to reuse that sculpt and do another. I wouldn't be surprised if they do like a straight hair version, but we'll see. We got fan channel Johnny Chronicles. What's up, dude? Evening, Steven chat. Love you guys using those emojis. Appreciate you being here, Johnny. Fake poser, go Pats. Let's go, bro. Let's go. I think I'm through everybody in the chat. We got 30 of y'all in here. Appreciate you being here. Please hit that like button. Let's talk about our first figure here. And we're going to start by talking about this Batman from The Dark Knight Returns. This one, like, I feel like this was quick. I don't remember when this was announced, but it did not seem like it was that long ago. But this is really cool, recreating this, like this picture right here with the figure. And they did a really nice job with this one. I really like this material for the suit because you can just pose it. You don't really have to worry about it at all. The face plates on this are actually pretty cool too. It is a, yeah, this is one that I want to end up getting at some point. But then again, too, one of the things about this figure is like, it doesn't really fit with like my other Batman stuff. So like, this is where I have this is like where I have an issue, and it can be kind of tough because basically like I need to create either like a one-off case, where I don't really have like a lot of figures, but the ones that could just like go in there and be kind of a mashup, or just use the monos that I have. But like, I don't have a lot of flexibility with how my cases are set up right now. So it's gonna be hard to find a place for this, but I'm thinking about potentially getting this at some point. Cause this is sick, man. This is a really cool looking figure. Myron says he's gonna have to cop this. Falker says hopefully they'll make a Dark Knight Returns Superman. I mean, I could see them making a Superman. I don't see why they wouldn't. So like I could see that. We got Striker 47. What's up, dude? Happy Sunday. Saw The Running Man this weekend, IMAX. Definitely a good movie to see. Very cool. Thank you for being here. Big Post says can't wait to get this in. Yeah, it's fire, dude. Curtis says this would go good in a case with the Killing Joke comic Joker. Yeah, that'd be a good setup. We got my guy Clinton Martin, fan of the channel. What's up, dude? Howdy, folks. Thank you so much for being here, man. This is cool, Moose. Figures where the whole pop collectibles, this whole pop collectible started for me. I bought the Dark Knight Returns in '86, and I pre-ordered 2 Dark Knight Returns. That's very cool, man. Then you got to be super hyped about this one. This is a cool shot, like with the rifle and stuff. There's a cool shot too. I like this one. That's sick. He's not really looking down the scope, but his head needs to be down a little bit more. But nevertheless, it's still pretty cool. Big Dog Pound says, I hope you watch Predator Badlands. Great movie. I did not watch it yet, but I think everybody is saying that it should be seen in the theater. And I have like a movie rewards thing at my local theater that's been stacking up. So I think I'm going to go see it because because I have like included. I have some free movie token things. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go see it, but right now I'm working on doing a rewatch. Like I'm just about to finish Predator, the original, and then I want to watch Prey, and then I want to watch Killer of Killers, because that's one I haven't seen. Yeah, I want to watch those again before I go into Badlands. But I don't know. I'm trying not to get too hype on on the Predator stuff, but we're gonna talk about it. Doc Bat says, I think they're gonna release a blue and gray suit of this. I don't see why they wouldn't. Like, I feel like that's kind of something that they should definitely do. I know people really like that version. But yeah, man, this is sick. I just like the body on this is really cool. The cowl, I think, looks really good. The face plates are awesome. It looks like it can actually pose really well. You don't have to really worry about the flexibility so much of the suit, because it can actually move without you ruining it, which is really nice. Ren says, this Batman looks great. Frank Miller, one of the GOATs. Definitely, dude. 100%. Collection Obsession, I want that gargoyle base. Yeah, that thing is cool. This cape actually looks like pretty decent wired too. Surprisingly, for a Batman. Yeah, the base does look cool. This is sick, bro. This is a cool figure. This is like one I would just want to like have on my desk almost. It's badass. That's a cool shot. Damn. Got some cool details in there. He's a thick boy that he is. Moses says I'm gonna have him stand next to my animated Batman. There you go. This is sick. Like, this is a really cool shot right here. I love this. The foot placement down here could be a little bit better. His foot's like kind of crooked. But this looks sick. Like, that's a shot right there. Curtis says, there you go, see problem solved, but put this one on your desk, maybe in an Apex case, and then bam, you don't need a clear shelf. Yeah, I don't have an Apex case. It would be cool to get a Apex case. I thought about getting one and just having it maybe on my desk or somewhere, like on a floating shelf in my basement. I was gonna put like maybe a floating shelf and put it up in that case. It would be nice to have an Apex case and just like cycle a figure in and out of it each week. Like a figure of the week type thing. I thought about that. Maybe. Johnny says, this figure poses nicely alongside my Arkham Asylum Batman. There you go. That's fire. Yeah, I like the faceplates a lot on this. Aaron says, Apex cases are amazing. I have 3 of them now. You can send one my way, bro. Any day. Yeah, this one is, man, it's really, it's interesting time for me on what I've been trying to do, because I've kind of really not been pre-ordering a lot of stuff and just kind of waiting. Which has been good, because there's a couple of pre-orders actually that I've canceled just because like my display changed, don't have some space in some certain areas, decided to go a different route. Like, that's the one thing that we always talk about, and you know, like, be careful pre-ordering, or like you think you want something at the time, but it's tough when like this stuff doesn't come out sometimes for like an entire year. So then it's like, I don't know if I really want to start like pre-order stuff. The only stuff I've really been pre-ordering is the limited stuff. I think I talked about this last week. Yeah, it's really just the limited stuff that I've been pre-ordering. And kind of like the common release stuff, I've really just been passing on and deciding closer to the time of when it comes out if I'm going to end up picking it up. That's kind of what I've been doing as of late, which is actually a pretty, I think I like that, doing that more than just like, oh, I know I'm going to get this figure, I'm just going to pre-order it, especially just because there's so many questions right now with the market and what's happening with everything. So I'd rather not get stuck on a figure. Really I think the only common figure that I may have pre-ordered lately was the Revenge of the Sith Obi-Wan. I think that's it. So yeah, my whole point with that was I didn't pre-order this, and I think when this came out I was talking about how like this is one that this is sick, but I don't know when I'm gonna get this. Maybe at some point. And there's some figures that came out recently that I want to get to, like Comic Venom is one that I want to get, which I think is sold out at a lot of places now. I forget if it is on Sideshow still? Let me look. Whoa. Hot Toys Comic Venom. Yep, the Comic Venom you can still pre-order. Yeah, so there's some stuff that I want to still potentially get that already came out. So I'm just being a little, like I said, I'm just being a little more careful. BMO says only pre-order Star Wars stuff that I 100% want. That's fair. Curtis says, I have not pre-ordered since Terra started just because it's unpredictable. So Grievous is my last pre-order. I'll keep buying, but like you said, I started buying closer to release. Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah, really, like I'm just finishing off stuff that's coming in lately. I'm just finishing off pre-orders from like last year. Like all the Power of the Dark Side stuff that's coming out with the coin and all that. That's the stuff really that I've been getting in. So yeah, this is sick, man. I'm happy for the people who are picking this up. And the base, I don't know about this nameplate. I don't really think like this giant wording on here is really necessary. I don't know if that pops off or not. It doesn't. No, oh no, this is just like the Marvel one. This is a reuse of the D100 base, actually. It's the same exact one. That's funny. The Iron Man D100. I'm looking at it right now. But yeah, this is sick, man. Yeah, this is the same base as the D100 Iron Man. That's funny. Yeah, gargoyle stuff is way cooler. This cape poses nicely. I'm liking this. Like, these are actual posed cape shots. Maybe that's just I got Hydra Stomper and Steve coming in and got 30% off coupons. Yeah, awesome, dude. And all of those, shout out to Hammer of God, the GOAT of Sideshow coupon codes from the Spooktacular event. I got a bunch of coupon code or reward money that I got to use by like next week. So I got to figure out what I'm going to end up getting from Sideshow, because all that money's going to end up expiring. Yeah, Myron, they should have given us Gargoyle base. That would have been nice. Brand says, my local comic shop always has most every figure in stock when they come out, so I know I can go back and get stuff through them. They also call me when stuff comes in so I can get first pick. That's fire, dude. It's nice to have a local comic shop like that. There's a local comic shop by me, but they're like a half hour away. This is dope. I don't know why they took a picture of this base. I don't feel like that is a great base, but that's okay. What's up, Cairo? Absolutely love and want that Batman. Yeah, it's fire, dude. Thanks so much for being here. We got my guy Honest Hansel Superfan channel. What's up, Fandom? I went to get this Batman, but Boost Stream bought them all. Thanks so much for being here, man. Curtis says, is the code from the Halloween event expiring next week? Yeah, they're done. They are expired. I think mine expire like starting October 22nd or something like that. They only last like a month, so not very long. Give me 1 second here. Oh boy. What was the price on this figure? Wasn't it like 2 something, 255? Where's my deluxe Wolverine? Yeah, I'm waiting on mine too. From Underground Figures, which he sent out an email saying that like the pre-orders were allocated, so he's gonna receive like a small batch. And I ordered that one a little bit late. So yeah. See if you know it's silicone body on this new Batman. I didn't know it was silicone, but I mean it kind of looks that way underneath, so it makes sense. Glad to be here. Appreciate you. What's up, Graham? Giant Knights Watch. Fan of the channel. Good evening. Good evening to you, Graham. Hopefully you enjoyed your football Sunday today, man. Big Dog Pound 1 says, I use all my codes on Ballerina. Nice. Is Ballerina still up? I bet you Eve Macaro is still available. Yep. Man, that's crazy for 2,500 units. But just shows you what people are feeling about that now. Hello, Brick. Brick Artemis in the house. What's up, dude? Celebrating 8 months of membership. Thank you so much, man. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much for being here. What's releasing this week? Ooh. You know what? I gotta pull up my Google document here and look at what I've got left on it, which isn't much. I think last I heard was Armored Batman supposed to be kind of close to the end of this month, and apparently God Loki is incoming too here shortly. So I guess I'll go with those ones because that's what I heard is coming out. I don't have a lot of pre-orders left. It's actually kind of crazy seeing my list. It actually feels good seeing my list because, yeah, I've got like only a handful of figures on there, pending ones that need to still come out for this year. But yeah, I mean, Armored Batman, I feel like is due. It would, I think, also like Chewbacca and 3PO has got to be real close to. Got to be real close. Oh boy. Collection sessions. I wasn't going to get this Batman, but it came out so great I had to pull the trigger. I'm hoping for a blue variant. Yeah, I don't see why they wouldn't do a blue variant. Easy money. We got my guy Batman Collectibles, super fan of the channel. Evening, Steve. Evening to you, dude. Thanks so much for being here. Wow, the numbers just randomly just spiked up for the stream. I guess 8:30 is like the go-to time when everybody pops in. But thanks so much for being here, man. The Batman Collectibles Batman module case setup is looking fire. Insanely good, dude. Insane. I mean, is it just Eve sculpt stopping people, or is she just not as popular as people thought? I think it might be part of the sculpt, but also I think it's just like, I don't think that's a necessary artisan figure. Like, I would probably get it if it was sculpted. I don't really think she needs to be an artisan figure. And I think that's where it's the main issue is like, it's a character you got to really love to drop that much coin on. That's what I would say. We got Brad Cormack in the house, super fan. What's up, dude? Hey, Steve. How you doing, Brad? Hope you're doing well, man. Jedi's Watch celebrates 21 months. We're coming up on almost 2 years in December. Can't believe it. But thanks so much, bro. Appreciate that. Will Hot Toys keep up the Predator fire and give us Dutch? I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't just do a like a modification on the Terminator head sculpt. I could see them doing that and just getting Arnold Schwarzenegger. Like I feel like Dutch is gonna happen. I don't see why they wouldn't at this point. The Predator stuff going on right now, kind of like the resurgence, if you will, kind of reminds me of what they did with Terminator. Like they're just releasing or announcing and releasing a bunch of stuff from that. So I feel like, yeah, they're going to capitalize on this hype and probably do that. But thanks so much, bro. What's up, Keith Lee? Thanks so much for being here, bro. Longtime fan of the channel. Steve, what are you eyeballing to spend your Sideshow rewards on next week? Yeah, that's a great question. I'm probably going to get, I'm almost positive I'm going to get young Ahsoka from the Ahsoka flashback, like the one in the red outfit. That is one figure that I don't have yet. And I also need to get Anakin, but he is just like, and this is the thing, I don't know, because she's dropping in price and so is the Anakin elsewhere. Like I could probably get it cheaper than Sideshow elsewhere. So I don't know. We'll see. If I don't do that, I may drop it onto like a pre-order of something else. Like I said, that comic Venom is coming out. I'm thinking about actually picking that up, but yeah, I got a week to think about it. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else that like has been coming out that I want to pre-order. Hold up, let me pull this up here. Cause like that young Ahsoka and Anakin, they're just dropping more and more here. Man, let me go to forget how to. Oh, that free figure Tony Stark sold out. Give me 1 second. Let me look at some. I'm looking at something on the Sideshow website here. Sorting by bestsellers. Oh my goodness. Obi-Wan Kenobi is the #1 bestseller on Sideshow right now for Hot Toys. That's right. The GOAT himself. Ooh, also I could drop that money on a pre-order for Bespin Han. Yeah. I got some stuff to think about. Another thing that I wanted up getting is Palpatine, like that Darth Sidious, the other Palpatine that has like the 2 different looks. So we'll see. And I forgot about some of these, like Darth Nihilus is coming out soon. I gotta sneeze. Oh, bless me. Oh. But anyways, going off on a tangent here. I still got some thinking to do. Honestly, so hit that like button. Would appreciate that. We got a diehard channel member, Hammer of God. What's up, dude? What up, Steven Chat? Just giving you a shout out for all the work you did in the chat for all the Sideshow code things. So really appreciate that, man. If that Eve was like a 9.5 on that sculpt, collectors would be inclined to pull the trigger to have an anti-armor within their grasp. Yeah, I agree. I think it would entice people more if the sculpt was better, but still, it's a tough sell at that price. Big Dog Pound celebrates 11 months membership. Thank you so much, bro. LFG, hopefully we can make another 11 months. That would be dope, dude. Thank you so much for all the support. Really, really appreciate it. And thank you for being here every week. Can you use your Sideshow coupons on a Sideshow gift card? No, you cannot. I don't think. Because rewards expire, so I don't think they let you do that. B. Moses says, if you spend $300, you get a free figure. What are the free figures? I think it's like Quill. It was Iron. There's, I think, an Iron Man in there. Tony Stark, but that one's gone. I forget what else there is. Decisions. That's right, Renz. Bless you. Thank you, Big Dog Pound. Bless you. 16 Star Wars Pimzo says, just got Young Ahsoka with my rewards. You got to finish out that Ahsoka line. I know, dude. I know I got a couple more that I still got to get for that line. So maybe I'll just do that. Bless you, Steve. Thank you, Valkyrie. I appreciate that. But let's get back to another figure. We got the Iron Man Mark 42. This is a really cool suit, but I am done with Iron Man figures until they come out with the Mark IV. That's the last Iron Man figure that I want. Then I'm done with them. So I'm patiently just waiting for them to do a new Mark IV. That's really all that I want. This picture is hilarious. Oh man, that's funny. What do you guys think of the head sculpt? This is actually a pretty cool picture. I mean, Iron Man figures are just so cool, man. I think the sculpt is actually pretty dang good. I think some people said it looked bad, but I actually think the sculpt is pretty good. Yeah, I think they did a nice job of this. The only issue for me is I have a very, very, very difficult time putting a head sculpt on these Iron Man figures. I would much rather just have the helmet on, because I think the suits are so cool, and the helmet on with the suit really just makes it for me. So all my Iron Man figures all have the Tony Stark head sculpts in the box. But you can't deny how cool this one looks. I feel like if you are a Hot Toys collector, I don't want to say like you need to have at least one Iron Man in your collection, but I think like you have to do yourself a solid and like hold an Iron Man in person, just to like, I feel like the Iron Man figures are really like it really shows what Hot Toys can do. And it's just like, they're super heavy because they're die cast. And to like, they are really like a kind of like a engineering marvel, no pun intended, because they pose actually pretty decent for what they are. And there's so many moving parts and they've got so much detail. It's just, it is a really, really cool thing. So like, I feel like getting like, yeah, you should get an Iron Man figure. Also, isn't this the Darth Vader base and the Malgus base? Crazy. Emmy Dice says good enough. B Moses says head sculpt looks great. Big Dog Pound head sculpt's a 10. Moose says I love that, but I didn't pre-order due to sticker shock. Yeah, it's expensive. He says I think they took a step back with the Stark head sculpt when they started to implement the rolling eyes. Something is off about him. That's fair. There is something off about like the other ones. I agree. Oh, Big Dog Pound, we need die-cast clone troopers and stormtroopers. It would be nice to have that quality of one, but it would cost a lot. That'd be the problem. I mean, Dyson, yeah, if you never had one, yeah, the die cast and mechanics are next level. This really set Grievous over the top for me, because they could have kind of skimped on General Grievous and made his figure like mostly plastic. They really made a smart decision given General Grievous diecast. The figure stands really well. His legs are super sturdy, even though one of my arms is like kind of loose, like at like that kind of elbow joint, if you will. But the diecast joints are super nice. That I'm really impressed with. And again, like General Grievous to me is kind of like the Star Wars Iron Man figure with how it is with the diecast. It is very, Very nice. And you can pose the heck out of that figure. That is another really nice thing. Like, it articulates like crazy. It's got like the ball joints in the shoulders, so you can move them, separate the arms, and they both kind of have their own like mechanics and stuff. It is, from an engineering perspective, I'm shocked they were able to make it. Like, that's how cool it is. So, yeah, when it comes to Iron Man, they're very similar. That's sick. Yeah, this is badass right here. Beetlejuice, Emmy says Beetlejuice and Batman Returns are due by the end of the year. Give us a Keaton's. I could see them coming out potentially like within the next week or two. Yeah, this is sick, man. Like, Iron Man suits are tempting, but like I said, I'm done. I'm really just getting, I don't want the Mark 1. That's the one suit that I'm just passing on. I just can't bring myself to get it. Unless I get it super, super cheap maybe one day. But really, I'm just Mark 2 through 7. That's all I want. And I'm thinking about maybe putting the 85 battle damage in there at some point, but I just don't really feel like I need it. I like those classic 2 through 7 suits, with 7 being my favorite. Who says General Grievous waitlist was converted? Nice. Congrats, dude. Big poser. I need a Mark 7 and a sculpt like this with PERS and USB-C. They could keep the pod. Yeah. Myron, Endgame Iron Man is my go-to Iron Man. I'll hold off until they release Nurse and Tony Stark. Maybe they'll do that at some point. They probably will. Doctor Doom from Doomsday. It's gonna be, we'll see what happens with them showing actually like RDJ's face with Doctor Doom. We'll see what he actually is. Keith says, Steve, for what it's worth, the last Mark IV Hot Toys made is pretty solid. Don't know what more they can do with the 2.0. Yeah, I just like, that is a figure that I don't want to take the gamble on because I know it's die cast, but I think it's a little underscaled compared to the newer ones that they've been pumping out. And that figure is not dated in a technical sense, but dated in that it's old. So I don't want to take the gamble on buying it and then a new one just get announced, because that's one problem with the Iron Man's. Like, new one gets announced, that price gets absolutely nerfed. So I'll probably wait another year and see what happens. And if I don't get the Mark IV, it's not the end of the world. Like, my Iron Man display, I feel like I'm pretty happy with it anyways. But we'll see. Right now, yeah, I have the 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7, and then the D100. The Mark IV is the same as the Mark 6, which just got re-released. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm hoping they just do the Mark IV again, but we'll see. Is anybody getting this? You guys have to let me know in the chat. Is anybody actually picking this up? Their battle damage is so cool. And this is another tough thing. Their battle damage pieces are so dope looking, but I just really like the clean look of the Iron Man suits. So it sucks like leaving something like this in the box because this is so badass, but I like the clean look. Excuse me. I would never do this look with the arm, but it's still pretty cool, I guess, that you get it. Big Post says, I'm out on Iron Man except for the Mark 7. Too deep of a bunny hole. Yeah, it's a tough one to go down. That's why I just stick to the main OGs 2 through 7, man. He says, this looks fantastic, but the Mark 42 and 43 are my least favorite suits, so the 1.0 is fine for me. Yeah, that's fair too. If it's not really like a high level suit for you, that's totally fine. Makes sense. I'm kind of surprised they didn't do like, well, I don't know. They keep doing this arc reactor base for all the Iron Man figures, but they didn't on this one. This is sick right here. Like, that looks badass, man. This is just a cool pose in and of itself. That's a cool shot. I think that sculpt is pretty darn good, man. I mean, that says I want Mark 42, but I didn't pre-order. Yeah, the price on this is the Iron Man figures are so steep, man. What's up, Jeffrey? Really love this look. Sucks that I have to miss out. Hey, maybe you can pick it up down the road. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you, Blinken, for being here. Good to see you in the chat. I think Hot Toys has made roughly 150 Iron Mans. Yeah, I believe it. I'd be curious the exact number of Iron Mans, but yeah, that's their moneymaker. Nothing like beating a dead horse to dust. Yeah, it's their moneymaker. They know, like, if they're making that many, then pretty much like they know they're selling them. He says, I think the Mark 45 is due for a 2.0. The quarter scale version looks so much better than the 6 scale version. Yeah, those quarter scale Iron Mans are real sick too. Also, and I know everybody probably knows this by now, but this is USB plugin, which is really the biggest game changer. I think that is moving forward. I would think that they're going to do that with all the Iron Man figures. And that makes me a little nervous with the ones that I have, because like that just gives them a reason. We talk about this with like the vinyl suits for like Darth Vader, or the nylon, not vinyl, the nylon Darth Vader suits. That's going to give them a reason to just re-release everything with USB and make some other minor adjustments. We got Big Rib in the house. What's up, dude? Super fan channel. What's up, fellas? What's up, Big Rib? Big Post says, the only miss they had with Iron Man recently is the Mark 7 suit up, in my opinion. Head was just too big and he looked too old. Yeah, the head sculpt wasn't great on that one. I agree. Yeah, this is a sick figure, and I know the price is pretty steep, but if you're really, really into Iron Man and you really like this suit, just do this pose and you'll love it so much. Oh, it's hilarious. Ooh, Valgor says, I love Iron Mans. I have 10 right now. Dang. How many Dyson has 7? I have the, what'd I say, 2, 3... 5, 6 with the gantry, 7 in D100. So I have 6 Iron Man figures. Used to have the 85 clean, sold it. I think that's the only one I sold. It's the only other Iron Man that I had. I didn't want nanotech. I just wanted the originals. But that's it. Let's Sir Alex, I hope Hot Toys give us some Mark 7 with USB soon. I'll see, this is what I'm talking about with the Mark 4. Like, I have the Mark 7 and I'm totally fine with the one that I have. I don't necessarily feel like they need to get a new one or make a new one, but I know a lot of people will be happy about that. And the thing is, like, you can get a Mark 7 right now pretty decently priced. A new one's going to be $430, $440. Like, they're going to up that price insane versus what you can get now for a Mark 7. You can get it, what? I think it's like 300-ish. But let's switch gears here and let's talk about something else here. But first, Funky Cold Santa, what's up, dude? The newest channel member. Welcome to the Fandom, bro. Really appreciate you joining up. I want to die cast. You want to die cast shades? That'd be cool. Like, you mean like sunglasses? On an Iron Man figure? Or do you mean something else? But you know what, that is actually a good point, Random. I don't know if you mean sunglasses or not, but we should get some like nice die cast sunglasses or something on some figures, man. Oh, Iron Man shades. I see what you're saying. Well, I want some die cast sunglasses, I guess. We're gonna switch gears a little bit, but please, guys, if you haven't, please hit that like button. 45 you guys in here, really appreciate you being here. Yeah, I heard this rumor too, Big Dog Pound. This is swirling around. I keep hearing if Warner Brothers is sold, James Gunn will be out. The new owners will reboot the Snyderverse. Yeah, we'll see what happens. That is circulating right now. What's going to happen if Warner Brothers is actually sold? We'll see. But let's switch gears, guys. I want to talk about. I typically don't talk about Mondo stuff, but I want to talk about this Mondo Donnie TMNT figure. And this is the first Mondo line and figure that I've actually been tempted on. This drops, what does it say? This is their new Turtles line. This thing I think is going to sell like hotcakes. I think this is going to be crazy. So Donnie's the first one, and you get a bunch of stuff with this figure. But the pre-order is Tuesday, November 18th. And this apparently, like, Mondo does these like special edition. It's going to be available for 10 days. I don't know if they're going to keep it up for 10 days total. It's their deluxe timed edition. So I don't know if they're going to have it up for 10 days and let people order as many as they want, or if it's going to be up for 10 days if it doesn't sell out. But either way, this pre-order is Tuesday, November 18th, which is in 2 days from now at 11 a.m. And I'm really tempted. The only thing I don't like is you got to pay in full for these at the jump. I do not want to have to do that right now, right before the holidays. Yeah, okay, Hammer got up for 10 days to order as much as you want. Is there a potential for this to sell out within the 10 days? Or is it going to for sure be like people like they could order tons and tons of these? Here, let me look at this. So this is $250, I believe. Yep, $250. And you're going to get a tariff charge if you're in the US, which is a bummer if all that stuff is still going on. But yeah, you get so much. So this is probably it's going to be over 3 all said and done. But I think I really want 6-scale Ninja Turtles. And I just don't think that we are going to get, I don't think, okay, no sellout, Big Rip, thank you. I don't think we're going to, I don't think we're going to get any like 90s 6-scale Turtles, because I think one of the issues is like NECA won't touch them. I don't get it. Like, I think NECA, maybe feels like these won't have as great of a market if they put out the 6-scale ones, which is crazy if you think about how many 6-scale collectors have been wanting them. And it's also odd, like they put out their 4-scale ones, but in my mind, like 6-scale would be probably, I feel like 6-scale ones would sell more. Like those 1/4-scale ones are huge. So it's crazy, man. I don't know why NECA won't do them, but so this is what you're going to get. And this is kind of like a mashup of some different things here. So it's not like one main one, but it's very cool, man. And I really want to get some 6-scale Turtles. And these are probably going to be like, it's not the ideal 6-scale one, but it's the 100% best option that we got if you like Ninja Turtles. And I'm cool with like this representation of TMNT, with it being kind of like this. And typically I'm not with like a concept style thing or like multiple things mashed together. But I'm okay with this being like kind of like an all encompassing version of the Turtles with a little different, like, you know, things here and there within the design. But yeah, it's just the only ones that we're going to get. I just don't see anybody else really doing them. Hammer God says, no, I've never seen them sell out on a window. Okay, makes sense. Blingus says, I don't have any Mondo, but this is very tempting. That's where I'm at too. Key says, figure looks super solid. And as much as collectors keep asking for TMNT and 1/6, this better sell well. Collectors better put their money where their mouth is. I think these are going to sell crazy. I really do. But the one thing that I think is deterring people is what I had mentioned, where they really want to get like the 90s Turtles, or they want a very specific version of them. And I I don't know if that's going to happen. But that's why I say, like, for me, that's what, yeah, Big Rip says, what design would you prefer for 6 Yeah, I'd want the 90s ones. But I don't think it's going to happen. And I really want some 6-scale turtles. So this is probably what's going to, end up being the ones that I'm going to get, because I just don't see the 90s ones coming. What's up, Nick's Collectibles? And he says it as well. If these were based off the 90s movie, I would have given Mondo a second chance. So there you go. Nick is like a perfect example of somebody who's saying, like, if these were the 90s, he would get these, but I'm guessing he's just passing on these because they're not that. That's going to be the divide. And there's going to be people kind of like me where it's like, hey, the 90s ones probably aren't going to happen. I really want some 6-scale turtles. This is going to have to do. So that's the trade-off, unfortunately. What's up, Eric Hanky? Super fanatic of the channel. Thank you so much for being here, man. TMNT, let's go. Big Dog Pound's just the first turtle. Yes, it is. And then Donatello, I think, is Q1 2026. Going to go out for pre-order. I saw the prototype, like the grayscale prototype at New York Comic Con of Donatello, and he looks cool too. And there's a Shredder picture floating, Shredder concept floating around out there. They're going to go probably crazy with this line. Yeah, Blinken. Yeah, high quality 90s turtles. Yes, please. What's up, Darth Malcolm Smith and Orjaw? Thank you for being here. I love Team NT, but $250 plus shipping, tax, and tariff is a big ask for me when I prioritize other IPs. Yeah. Yep. Clinton, sorry, did I say what I say? Is it Leonardo's the next one up? I might have said Donatello, but this is Donnie. So yeah, that is what I meant. I'm pretty sure that's the one that was up. Yeah, Hammer God, this may be something that bothers some collectors down the road, but if this line sells so well, they may make a 90s variant. Yeah, and that would be a bummer. Hammer God, it'll be around 315 all in when the dust settles in that card on Tuesday. Yeah, that's sucks, man. Sucks to not get like the 90s ones, but these are sick, dude. And look at, like, you're getting 4 head sculpts. Like, that's pretty crazy. Look at how many things you get with this. So is it worth it getting all this stuff? That's really up to you. But I would say, like, the value here, if the international shipping stuff wasn't so expensive, I feel like this is a pretty dang good value with everything you get here. It's kind of hard to, you know, if this was $250 and you get like 1 head sculpt and maybe like a couple of these accessories were missing, then I'd probably be like, that's pretty steep. But 4 sculpts for the timed edition. Yeah, I love the fanny pack. That is cool. Yeah. I feel like this is like 4 head sculpts on a figure is pretty crazy, man. And look at this, dude. You can do some like really cool stuff. Eric says timed edition is worth the money. Big Dog Pound, what is the timed edition exclusive? So the timed edition exclusive, it's not for certain what... Here, you know what? Let me go back real quick. It doesn't really say what, like, typically I think, and I don't know, somebody could probably speak to this a little bit more for Mondo, but potentially this is the timed exclusive one that's only going to be up for 10 days and then they take it down. And then there's probably going to be a regular release of this figure that's potentially less expensive, I think, but doesn't come with as much stuff. Like, it's just a regular edition. And this is something that like Hot Toys could take a page out of their book, that what Mondo does, and do some stuff like this. I would be all for that. Like Hot Toys do like more timed edition stuff where you get like an extra thing or extra accessory or something like that to pre-order it. But yeah, this is timed edition is kind of hard to it's kind of hard to pass up on this. I just do not want to have to pay in full. That's the only downside. And Big Rip says, I don't care, pay in full, tariffs, whatever. Yeah, when have we ever had good 1/6 TMNT? We haven't. So that's where that's where this comes in. Yeah, Hammer Guy, you can see one less mouse or one or two less heads, and the robotic head being stripped on a standard offering. Yeah, exactly. So a couple things just not being included. Yeah, this shot right here, dude, is like, this is the one to lead with right here. And I know like Mondo, you can see the joints and stuff like that, but I feel like it works fine with this figure. I don't know. There's just something about like the turtle design, especially he's got like the knee pads, elbow pads. So a lot of the joints aren't really all that exposed. And it's damn cool, man. Not Toys does the timed edition. We get coins. That is true. Models really dropping some heat. Yes, they are. Yeah, Hammer Guy, exactly. The joints are covered really well. Big rib. Normally the not time edition with will basically come with some hands and one weapon, usually only $20 to $30 difference. Yeah. So there you go. Like, I feel like if you're gonna get this, the timed edition is the way to go. Like, I wouldn't get it. I wouldn't get the regular version, which I know some people would, but that's just, yeah, I would always just get the, usually when I get something, I'm going to get the version that has like, especially if it's only a $20 to $30 difference, that timed edition is the one that I'm going to get. And it's a smart sales thing. Like a timed edition of something is going to push your numbers early on to get people to buy in, versus if they just made this version available for pre-order the entire time, it's not going to drive as many sales. So it's a smart thing to do. And it's pretty cool because like if you order it within those 10 days, you get all this extra stuff. And if you don't do it, then you have to settle for the regular version or get, this on this secondary market. Jeffrey says Mondo has shop paying for. Yeah, I mean, I don't really feel like I have to do like a extended payment plan thing. I just wish that like if it's a pre-order and this isn't going to come out maybe for like 6 months to a year after, I feel like it should be a like a pre-order should be like you pay when it ships. Like they should do an NRD like everybody else. I don't like how you have to pay in full for a product that's not going to be available for a while. Fig poster, I miss out limited edition Nightcrawler. Haven't been the same since. Hey, Stacy Jedi 291, thanks so much for being here as always. Hey guys, just finished watching our Saskatchewan Rough Riders win the 2025 Grey Cup. Dude, congrats. That had to be exciting. Thank you for being here. Blinket says the Mondo Shredder preview looks sick. Yeah, it does. It does, man. So this is cool. It says like on here, like the year's 1990Z. I like how they have like this little story here. They're kind of creating like their own thing and blending kind of realism with some throwback stuff. And just like maxing him out with just a bunch of stuff, which I think is cool. So there you have it. Mondo may have gotten me. And let's switch gears. We're going to go on over to back to Hot Toys. And start talking about the Predator Badlands, which Predator is driving a lot of hype right now, and I'm trying not to, one, to get that FOMO, and number two, buy into all the hype. But I am rewatching, like I said, I'm watching Predator. I'm just about to finish Predator rewatch, and I'm gonna watch Prey, and then I'm gonna watch Killer of Killers, which I haven't seen yet. And then I'm thinking in the next week or two, I'm gonna go see Badlands in theaters. But this is a great, I'm glad that we like got this. Like Hot Toys seems to be doing more often, dropping stuff around times when the movies come out, which I think is great. And at first glance, when I saw this, I thought it looked really, really good. I think the head sculpt here were pretty good. The one downside, I guess I'll just say right off the bat, is there's photos floating around of this head sculpt where the gap in the jaw is not, it does not look good. I don't know if they're going to fix it. I wish they would have just done 2 head sculpts, and I'm guessing they don't want to do 2 head sculpts because you have all the dreads and stuff like that. So, but it's, yeah, they need to change some skin. Also, I feel like the skin is too like pink. Let's go through it here. And there's also another version where you can just get deck, but I feel like, I don't know why you wouldn't just get both. And again, like I said, we'll keep it spoiler free in the chat because I know this movie just came out. I haven't seen it yet. Fig posters looks mostly good, but the pink skin, dim eyes, and mandible seem as crazy. Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly. He says, Steve, I hate to tell you this, but watching the IP is not a good way to stay away from the hype. Yes, and I'm not trying to do that to get hyped. I'm trying to just do that to watch some of this stuff because it's been a while since I've watched it before going into Badlands. But yeah. Myron says, I agree. The seams will make most collectors put on the helmet. Yeah, but you don't want to have to put on a helmet to cover up a sculpt because the sculpt is bad. Like, so the Thia sculpt, this looks great, man. I think this is sick. If they can get close to this, fire. Looks really good. Yeah, this is damn good. Wild how good this is. Reminds me of Shin Hati, but very, very good. Big dog pound the hot toys knocked out of the park like Otani with Deck and Thia. The head sculpt's exceptional. Yeah, it looks great, man. Yeah, the skin is like, even like this is like unmatched skin tone versus the face. I don't know why they did that. Oh, shoot. They got the sand base from Star Wars. Let's go. That new sand base without the footprints in it. This helmet is actually badass. I kind of like the helmeted look, to be honest. And I know like it's his head sculpt and stuff, but this helmeted look is fire. That's sick, man. Myron says, so watch it when it drops on Disney Plus. Yeah, I don't really want to wait that long. Big Rip says, I just watched this, just saw this yesterday. I liked it, but didn't really consider it a traditional Predator movie, which is not a bad thing. Yeah, and it's Disney has just like, I'm guessing there are some elements of this that have been Disney-fied, but I don't know. I don't want to say that for certain, but Disney's been, they've been making some interesting decisions. I'll just leave it at that. Clint says, I'm not sure if they airbrush the jaw on these pics, but that seam in real life looks terrible. They could do 2 sculpts since the dreads are swappable. Oh, the dreads are swappable. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, they should just do 2 sculpts. But yeah, the seam on the jaw, they must have photoshopped it or done something to it. Honestly, like, this is fine. But I actually, and I haven't, like, I'll know more when I see the movie, but this is the look that I prefer right here. I think this looks absolutely sick. I mean, I think it looks okay. I can't get too hyped. I can't get too hyped. Big talk about his skin color looks like a roast beef sandwich. Interesting. Yeah, it's just interesting. Like the tone is it seems like it's just not accurate to the movie. And look, you can see like his arm, and maybe it's like this, like his arm's really pale. This is really pink. But the seamless body is amazing. I love how they did that. What is it? Vinyl, right? Like a soft vinyl. That is really smart. I'm glad they did that, and that it doesn't just look like it doesn't just look all jointed everywhere. I mean, that's just other companies do so many heads. Hot Toys just coasting with the moving eyes. They need to step it up. Yeah, they're lagging behind a little bit. See, like, this is fine. The head sculpt, like with the open mouth, but I honestly, and maybe I'm in the minority. You guys can let me know in the chat, but like, I feel like the helmeted look is the best. Yeah, like, this is sick. Whoops. Oh, dang it. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I gotta jump back here. This, I like when they do the seamless elbows because this looks so natural in here. Like, look at the crease of the elbow. This actually looks like he's got like some definition in the arm. The thigh actually has definition. You can see this almost looks like there's like a tendon right here on his leg. Like this body choice is really good. Darth Malcolm Snore Josh says, don't listen to the haters. It's a great movie. It's different from the usual Predator movie, which isn't bad. Classic hero's journey and found family. Yeah, I've heard really all I've heard are good things. I haven't really heard anything bad. I just, when people say it's different than the usual Predator movie, I mean, yeah, I just mean like Disney has changed some things for a lot of franchises that make it different, you know, good or bad, whatever you think. Clint says, on my phone, your small pic. You look like Blue Tattoo with the beanie. Shout out to Blue Tattoo. I think I've seen him on some streams. Yeah, this is sick with the helmet on, man. It looks like, reminds me of like Gladiator, kind of. It's badass. Dang, they did the eyes too, which is sick. But this is a great sculpt, man. I wonder how do they do the handheld? Two display modes, attach the text back and handheld. Does that like go into the stand or something? I didn't really look into it too much. Also, can these dreads like, what are these made out of? Because like these look like they could potentially start to crack. Magnetic to holder, okay. Yeah, I mean the sculpts are like I said, I like the helmeted sculpt, man. Two styles of interchangeable sculpted hair. I see. Yeah, this is the look right here for me. I would do this. I think this is sick. With the blade too. I like how this blade like kind of unfolds. Separate rolling eyes, of course. Yeah, I don't know how they did this. But like you can't even see the jaw thing, right? Like this is the jawline that we keep seeing in these pictures. They did a really good job of hiding it in here. Maybe the prototype that they have out just isn't good. These giant ass feet. Neck, upper chest, arms, legs made of soft vinyl for a natural seamless joint design. Yeah, I think that's the winner. Need to make Al Fanning from Death Stranding. I could see it happening now. Clint says the throat looks like it. Yes, it does. It definitely does. Very interesting choice. But this is comes with a lot of stuff. Seamless body. Could have done something better for the base rather than just this like sand base. But of course, they make such weird decisions for the bases. It's never going to change. If that Mondo turtle had skin like this, I'd be all over it. That'd be cool. They just will never do it. Mondo does the joints, I feel like, all the time. Is anybody in here just, well, if you're getting this, would you get the one that's just deck, or are you going to get deck and Thea? I feel like you got to get this one. There's really no sense in doing the other one, I'm going to guess. Because, like, hold on. Let me look. Big Post just happy for those wanting this, but pass for me. Deck is 345. Thea, Deck and Thea 405. I mean, $60 more, and you're getting the extra half body with a head sculpt. Yeah, Clint, $60 if you just get the girl. Yeah, I feel like you kind of have to. Myron's nothing new, bro. They went all in on the figures and cheaped out on the base. Yeah, I feel like you gotta kind of get both. I'm looking at some of this stuff. I'm surprised like they don't do die cast weapons a little bit more. Yeah, nice. Couldn't put her on Chewie's back. Honestly, Ansel says, big bucks to Sigby. Gotta get the movie was great. Figure gotta pass. Clint Christian says, I'm just getting decked. The other character was annoying in my opinion. Okay. All right. Got you, bro. Everybody says this is going to be another one figure line. I don't know, man. I got to see this movie. I really got to see this movie here soon. But that wraps it up for the figures tonight, guys. We are getting close to end of the year. Which is it's just crazy to say. And I'm trying to think of like starting to make the my Hot Toys top 10 list, which I don't know if I should do a thing on a live stream or if I should actually make a long form video. Think about it. Decker Prey. I don't know, man. I gotta see this movie. I gotta see it. I kind of want that Feral Predator though, but he's going for crazy money right now. Keith says lack of using quality materials for DX and artisan figures is disappointing. That's where in our outshines Hot Toys from a value perspective. Yeah, a lot of companies use more durable materials. Honestly, so see if you got an extra Chewbacca pre-order. Hard to find right now. I do not. That one's gonna be hard to get, man. I have a feeling. A Chewie and a really good looking Chewie at that in an iconic movie. Whew, must have. Oh, figure wise or design. I think I actually like this deck figure with the helmet on. I feel like that with the helmet on looks cooler to me, just overall figure wise and design, than the Prey figure, the Feral Predator. Maybe I'll think differently when I see the movie, though. Depending on how cool the character is. But, yeah. InArt just announced a rewards program. What? My Nazgul and horse is supposed to be shipping soon here. Oh yeah. Look at that. InArt. Wait, is our InArt's rewards programs officially live? Join now to earn points, unlock exclusive perks, enjoy special rewards. As an official InArt member, take your collecting to the next level. Only downside is a lot of times you can't order direct from them. But I will join. I will join. I want that InArt maintenance kit. Wonder if something's gonna drop tonight. I always wonder on Sunday nights. Yeah, still not like too much stuff. I feel like this has been a weird, like the past few months has been a weird pacing, number one, for figures coming out and figures getting announced. It's just been weird, man. I feel like we would get more for the holiday rush, so to speak, but maybe we will like these next couple of weeks going into like December and figures coming out. I feel like it always happens that way. So we shall see. We shall see what happens. But what else, guys? Figure of the year. I gotta think about it, man. That battle damage Darth Vader is really good. Grievous is really good. There's some other figures that came out that also have kind of like came and went. Jack Sparrow Artisan Edition, which I sold, but that figure is actually pretty cool. We got like Black Widow Artisan. Scarlet Witch is a really good looking figure too. We have like also Darth Vader, like the Sith Apprentice, which is a really cool figure as well. Like we got a lot of kind of heavy hitter stuff that came out this year for potential figure of the year. But we'll just have to see. Have to wait and see. Oh man, I'm getting Hey, okay. Well, I guess it's going to be a little bit of a shorter show. I don't know why I keep leaning in so much when I am streaming tonight, but hold on one second. Hello. One sec, guys. Hello. Yep. Right now. You know, I guess it's been a while. Go Pats, baby. Let's go. Yeah, I took a couple weeks off. The stream. So, yeah. Yep. Okay. Sounds good. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, when I get a call, you know I always got to answer. It's time, baby. We got to give some away tonight. We got to give something away. It's been a little bit of time. And who was the last winner? I think the last person that won was that Honest Hansel who won last time? I think let me look. Or was it T1 and Mike? I think won. T1000. Oh man, look at you guys. You guys are hilarious in the comments. Keith's already counting out a number. That's funny. That is hilarious. Yeah, it was actually just Valkyrie calling me, just saying what's up. Okay. I need a number between 3 and 7. 3 and 7. Friends. Okay, we got number 7. Okay, everybody stop typing numbers. Now I need a number between 21 and 27. 21 and 27. Okay, we got 22. 22 B Mosley. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle 7 times. Okay. What was the number? What did Brandon say? 22. All right. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Spin. 22 seconds on the clock. We're spinning. 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 Thank you all so much for being channel members. Who we got? Who we got? Who we got? Valkyrie Magnus, a well-deserved winner. Valkyrie, congratulations, man. That's funny, Clinton. What did I win? Valkyrie Magnus has won, guys, and I don't know if Valkyrie has won a figure, and I'm pretty sure Valkyrie's here, right? Is Valkyrie here in the chat? Yeah, Valkyrie said number 25. Well, thankfully I didn't go with Valkyrie's 25. Valkyrie's here. And wait, where's he at? I'm. Valkyrie is I'm. But yeah, if you guys know Valkyrie, you know he's everywhere. Great dude. And huge supporter of my channel for sure. And really appreciate you, man. So we're gonna have to hook it up. He's here. We have to hook it up, man. We gotta hook it up, dude. We gotta hook it up. Congratulations, Valkyrie. You won a Darth Sidious. There you go, bro. Congratulations. I will get this out to you. And I hope this is a figure that you want. And yeah, man, I'm super excited. This is going to be a really cool figure. I'm waiting on mine to come in. So this is here before I even get mine. So yeah, I'll get that out within the next few days here. So hopefully, like I said, that's a figure that you're looking for. And oh man, thanks, Steve. Dude, you're welcome. You're welcome. I like I said, kind of crazy you haven't won one yet from all the giveaways, but yes, well deserved. So congratulations, Valkyrie. Like I said, I'll get that out to you, bro. And guys, if you want to be potentially a giveaway winner, just know I do them for all the channel members because, like I said, that's a paid thing. So I want to try to give back in some way to channel members for being channel members. And pretty much like if you win a figure, you're getting you're getting beyond what you've paid into a membership. But like I said, I hope that you support the channel just because you like the content and want to support. But and it's cool to win a figure too. But yeah, congratulations, Valkyrie. And then guys, just real quick on the topic of giveaways, thank you so much, Clinton. Appreciate you, bro. This is the place to be. Yes, congratulations, Valkyrie. Well deserved, bro. On the topic of giveaways, well, one, Thanksgiving is coming up, so it's like kind of like the season of giving. So maybe something might be happening. But I think I told you guys 2-year channel membership is coming up like end of December, which is also going to be around like the holidays. So I'm going to do a 2-year membership stream, and I've got some stuff in the works of doing some really hopefully cool stuff for that show. To celebrate 2 years of channel membership, which is absolutely crazy to say. So, yes, appreciate you guys, being channel members. And, yeah, I like giving stuff away, and then I always end up just talking too much. So I'll stop now. But, yeah, congratulations again, Valkyrie. Like I said, I'll hit you up, dude. And we'll get you sorted on the Darth Sidious. That figure is dope, dude. Like I said, I almost canceled mine. I really almost did. And then I went to go do it, and I was like, I don't know. Like, this is actually like this Palpatine. I know the new one's coming out, but also like this outfit for Palpatine is really cool. And Palpatine is such a great character. So it's hard to just cancel it. It's so hard for me to cancel a Star Wars figure, man. But yeah, so I kept it. Mine's actually processing. It's probably going to ship tomorrow from Sideshow. Thank you, Big Rib. Ryan, appreciate the kind words, dude. Always enjoy the content, man. Thank you so much. What else we got? Great price. Thank you, man. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Everyone's congratulating Valkyrie. I'm trying to catch up on some chat numbers or some chats because you guys slammed comments in the chat, which I appreciate. So Big Rib Yomo, of course. Yomo does win a lot of giveaways, which is hilarious. I also love the comments every time I answer the phone. Oh my God, it's happening, guys. That is Howie on the phone. Myron, Darth Maul 2.0 is a major contender for figure of the year as well. That's possible. But all right, guys, that's probably gonna do it for the show tonight. What do we got coming up here? I think I had mentioned I was supposed to do a members only live stream in the month of October. I had to take a couple of weeks off. I think I told you guys I had like some really good friends in town who were here through the weekend. And then I had like a couple family members in town who were here through the weekend, 2 weekends in a row. So, and I haven't seen them in a while. It's been like over a year for both of them. So I had to take a little bit of time off unexpectedly. But also just very importantly, and I needed to do that. So I just didn't get around to doing a members only stream. So hopefully it's so busy around the holiday times, but I'll get to it when hopefully I can get to it. And we'll do some fun stuff. I wonder, we'll see. I don't know if I'll do members only live stream for my 2-year anniversary or not. I'll probably just keep it public. I don't know. I got to think about some stuff, but yes. So, Sunday, you guys will see me back next week. I'll be back. And then, yeah, like I said, we're going to have some fun shows, some exciting stuff going into the holiday season here. And, yes, going to be doing some pretty cool stuff. So, whoever says you guys are great, you're great, bro. Thank you for another great stream, brother. Thank you, Big Dog Pound, for being here. Myron says, love this community. Thank you, bro. Friends, if Steve picks up the phone next year, I'll just say congrats, Yomo. That's great, dude. Yes, best community, no doubt. Thanks again, Steve. You're welcome, Valkyrie. Clint says, wow, really good friends. You say, what does that make us? I see you guys every weekend. And my really good friend, somebody I grew up with, he was actually the best man at my wedding. He's like my best friend. I hadn't seen him in like over a year. So that was very important to me. He says, I think Steve's saying he's going to do 2 members live streams in November. November might be tough too. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'll try to get to those when I can, but yeah, we'll see. But thank you guys so much for being here. I never know how to end the stream. I just keep rambling on over and over again. But hopefully we get some exciting stuff here to drop at the, or I guess for the rest of the month of November. And hopefully we get some surprises for like some announcements. Like I would love to get some type of like big announcement. I feel like the last announcement hype that we really got, the hypest hype, was Anakin and Obi-Wan, Revenge of the Sith, and them doing that base and stuff. So hopefully we get like another hype moment of something. But time will tell. We'll see what happens. Honestly, says, great show, Steve, the best channel out there. But thank you so much, bro. I really appreciate the kind words. And you know what? I may not have the biggest channel with the largest following, but I do appreciate everybody that hangs out here each and every week. I'd rather have a small, engaged, like fun and kind group of people in the chat than, you know, a ton of people watching who really, you know, don't really know each other or aren't all that engaged. And it makes it more personable. It makes it more fun for me too, just knowing that it's, you know, hanging out with you guys. It's just more fun to me that way. And like I said, I'd rather have the engagement from people than just like a bunch of people watching in the numbers. So appreciate that. Thanks, Steve. Have a great week. You too, man. Thanks, Steve. Like always. Thank you, Big Riv, for being here. And I'll leave it with this. The W figure giveaway winner, Valkyrie Magnus. This is one of the best channels for Hot Toys. I appreciate that, bro. Really appreciate it. But thank you all for being here. Have a great week, everybody. Hope this helped you get rid of those Sunday scaries. Hope you all enjoyed your stay. Collect carefully.